Do you know what? I love the beach. It's my happy place. And it's no secret that I love food too.
Beautiful.
A good meal can make my heart sing.
I like a breakfast hash.
And soothe my soul.
I'm always dancing in my kitchen, I can't help it.
So I'm getting out and about, meeting some amazing people, producing wonderful, feel-good food.
Wow.
And I'll be sending my friend and fellow chef, Joseph Denison Carey, off in search of some inspirational stories of his own.
It's so good.
All the amazing characters and flavours we discover will inspire me to conjure up a treasure chest of delicious dishes that I know will put a smile on your face too.
Yeah, boy. Yummy top.
Can I finish now?
I'll make a racket, don't they, eh?
Yeah, feast your eyes on that.
So join me on my travels and in my kitchen for some good mood food. Hello. I can promise you today's show is going to be excellent. Yes, all our recipes are going to involve eggs and we'll be exploring some wonderful dishes. I'll tell you what, I just can't get enough. I drop in on my old friend and chef Marcus Bean for a catch-up and a quick lesson. Back in my kitchen, I create another classic dessert, clafoutis. Joseph Denison Carey tries some Scotch eggs that are hard to beat.
It's so good.
I make a Kedgeree, just perfect for a lazy brunch. Then to finish, I'm making a naughty eggy bread. Exactly what you need for the weekend. Well, I think we should crack on, don't you? My first dish today is a breakfast hash with kale and Nduja. Really lovely Nduja. I'm talking big, punchy, smoky flavours here, all going to be melted down in the pan and with eggs sitting on the top. Wow, it's a breakfast to die for. Or brunch, or lunch, or dinner. Depends what time you get up, really, doesn't it? OK, let's get our onion chopped up here. I'm just going to dice this up, actually. Nice and slowly to start with, guys. There's our onion, lovely and chopped. OK, pan on, get some oil in there. Let's get the onion into our pan. And that's going to be followed by a red pepper. I'm going to slice that up, actually. It's always nice to have different sort of textures and stuff going on in the pan. Just a different look, really. Kind of adds to the attractiveness. That's it. Couple of slices like that, just showing a bit of variety. There you go. In we go. Going to turn that heat up now, and we're going to get that frying off. Now, what about the basis of a good hash? The basis of a good hash is the potato, really, I think. You want to get the potato in there. Sometimes you grate them and you want to fry them and crispen them up. Always want to crispen them up. But to start off with, I blanch these ones, hey? So I've got white potato here, put that into a saucepan, diced it up, brought that up to the boil, and after 2 minutes, I put my diced sweet potato in there, and then I cook that for an additional 3 minutes, take it off, drain it, and then you can see that's still a lot of bite in there. That's not cooked through yet. It's just started to cook through, so it won't take so long in my frying pan. A little bit of garlic going in there too. And the reason I didn't put my garlic in with the peppers and onions at the beginning, it could burn, OK? So just put that in after you've sweated your peppers and everything down. I put my butter in, OK? And as soon as that foams up, you'll see what I mean in a second. It's just going to melt into your pan. It starts to foam a little bit. That's when you put your potatoes in there, and that's when we saute everything together and leave it in there for a good 5 or 6 minutes. OK, you can see that's melting down now. And as that melts down, we can start to pop in our potatoes. Not the kale. I'll talk to you about that in a moment. That's it. Just get all that going in there. Beautiful. OK, all of that's in the pan. Beautiful. Allow that to cook down a bit. And let me tell you about this. Nduja. I love this. I really think this is one of the sort of exciting products that you can buy now. If you can get hold of it in your supermarkets, it's becoming more and more popular. It's got all the wonderful spices in there. And you know what? You don't even need to cook with it. You can actually just spread it on a nice bit of bread. And, no, it's delicious. Smoky, spicy, a little bit of a kick in there. Actually perfect to go inside a hash. Now, check this out, guys. Can you see, after you've salted it for a bit, you see it's taken on that wonderful colour. All right, it's heated up so much. All the sugars, natural sugars are coming out of our vegetables, and it's giving it that lovely, crispy, caramelly kind of look, you know, that crunchiness that we're looking for. Wow, that's happening. Now, what about adding something to it to give it a little bit more flavour? Well, nothing could be more flavoursome and trendy than a bit of kale. Kale that I've blanched in a little bit of water just for a minute and refreshed it. So just to take out that sort of stiffness, if you like. But so lovely. Love kale, didn't you? Eh? We've become a little bit sort of attached to it. It's one of those things that if you had it at school as a kid like greens, you think, ugh. And as you get older, you think, it's doing me so well. I can feel it working in my body. And it also works in your crispy breakfast hash. Get it in there. Get it in your hash pan. Can't beat a bit of hash, can you, eh? Beautiful. Lovely. Can you see that crispiness now? Can you see what's happening in my pan? There it is. What about that? Nduja. Going to take a little bit of that. I'm just breaking this up. Remember? This lovely and hot, just bits of this just broken into it, like that. Fab. And this will just melt into it quite beautifully, giving it that lovely, smoky, spicy flavour. Absolutely lovely. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create some little pockets here for me to put my eggs into, all right? So little wells, if you like, just using your spoon there, pushing down so we can crack our eggs into there. There you go. Reduce the heat just a touch now, all right? There's your second egg going in there. Beautiful. Ah. You're getting the picture now, aren't you? Can you imagine popping that onto your table when friends, family, whoever you're with, come down the stairs and see this? They go, wow. The smell of it is just excellent. Another egg just popping in there like that. Here we are. I'm reducing the heat. I'm then taking a lid and putting that on the top there, giving that just a little bit of a shake. Okay, and then I can chop up a little bit of parsley, sprinkle on top, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, just to finish things off. Perfect. Whoa, 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 whoa. I like a breakfast hash. I like a breakfast hash. I like a breakfast hash, oh yes I do. Feast your eyes on your breakfast and you will feel so good because I like a breakfast hash, yes oh yes I do. Hoo, 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 hoo. I like a breakfast hash, I like a breakfast hash, I like a breakfast hash, yes I do. A little bit of salt, woo-hoo. Pepper too, woo-hoo. Breakfast hash, just for you. I like a breakfast hash. There you go, guys. My breakfast hash with Nduja and kale. We've had an exciting start to the show with my spicy and delicious breakfast hash. And there's more to come. Chef Joseph visits Somerset to try a picnic classic.
Man, these are incredible.
And I cook up a special treat. Before all that, I'm off to Shropshire to visit my old mate Marcus Bean and check out his farm shop to see what's on the menu. As well as championing local sustainable food, self-taught chef Marcus also runs a cookery school.
And today, he's going to be teaching me a thing or two about turning eggs into a truly delicious dessert.
Marcus? Hello, Ainsley, how are we?
Boom, how you doing?
I'm very well, yourself?
Fantastic. Well, brilliant. I'm loving this cook shop here.
It is.
It
Our little
really
addition, our
is
little
lovely.
farm shop.
You've got one of my faves looking at me over there. A bit of a baked custard tart there, is it?
Yeah, so this is a bit of a special one.
Oh, Mr.
With our own
Bean.
eggs. With our own
Mr.
eggs.
Bean. Oh, lovely.
But do you know what? It just makes such a difference having your own eggs.
Oh, lovely. Come on, show me your chickens.
Yeah, let's go, shall we?
Yeah, yeah.
Pop these
I'm
back.
really impressed with this. Is great. Lovely.
Look at this.
And beautiful. Wow. How many are we going to find in here then, Marcus?
Oh, I think we should have probably about 6 or 7, I reckon, in this hutch anyway.
This must be so exciting, sort of waking up every morning thinking I'm going to have fresh eggs for breakfast.
And they're so good for you.
I know! I think they're the best fast food going. Shut up, I'm talking to your owner. God, and I'll make a
They
noise.
do
don't
make
they?
a racket, they do.
There we are.
You get that back on,
Fantastic.
lovely.
Yeah.
They won't escape now.
All right then.
Excellent, let's
I
get back
love
in,
it.
let's
Come
go.
on. What are you making for us then, Chef?
So we're going to do the classic custard tart, but we've tweaked it a little bit. So we're going to do a fantastic lemon verbena custard tart.
OK, how
So-
do we make this amazing tart
Well,
then?
we've got, of course, as we know, the eggs that we've already collected. So
Shall I
we've
start
got
breaking them up
yeah,
for you?
So we're going to go for yolks and whites. So the
Okay,
yolks are
sure.
what we're going to use in the custard.
OK.
While you're doing that, we're now going to warm this double cream and we're going to infuse it with our flavour. So this is a lemon verbena we've grown, grows as a big plant, and what we've done is dried it out. So this will last for years, really. And I'm just going to give you a little smell of that, Ainsley. Can you smell it? It's like lemon sherbet. So we put that lemon verbena in. That then is going to infuse into that cream, OK?
beautiful.
So we're going to get that flavour. And of course, as it starts to hydrate again, that's where that flavour's going to come out.
OK, last of the egg yolks in there, Chef.
Perfect. So now we're going to add that sugar. I mean, look at that colour.
Oh,
Look
this is
at
beautiful.
That colour. Beautiful. And now I'm going to pour this slowly just through the whisk to catch any of those little bits of the lemon verbena. And I'm going to get you to just to whisk that together slowly. Look at it. And this is where it starts to lighten and you get that smell, not only of the custard, but of that verbena.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at this. Look at that. All right, I'm just going to give that a little shake just to get those flavour of the verbena coming through. Have a little smell of that.
Yes.
So we're now going to put it into our blind bake case. I'll keep the verbena
No-
in there
no
and you just
problem at
pour
all,
that
Chef.
into this.
No problem
There we
at
go,
all.
look at that. Nice. And that's going to fill. Now, one of the things I always suggest if you're doing these lovely custard tarts as well, any tart really, you know, chocolate, custard, is fill it to the top. Look at that. I would think that is exactly
Perfect quantity.
the right amount. And I mean, just that smell. And now that
Absolutely perfect.
just goes in the oven and we put it on a really low heat, about 130 degrees
Okay.
for around about an hour and 10 minutes.
Wow.
And we always leave it to set in the fridge before you slice it so you get the perfect slice. So that's our set lemon verbena custard tart. But there's one little thing I tend to do for this, just to jazz it up a little, and that's to brûlée the top.
Oh, wow.
So we've got that sugar glazed on the top. I'm just going to do the same on the other. And this is just going to give us that little bit of crack. I think everybody loves that little bit of brûlée, don't
Oh,
they?
I think so. I think so.
So we better get the blowtorch out, ready
Okay.
to give it a glazing. Do you want to do the honours, sir?
Oh, I don't mind
hello.
at all,
You might
man.
need to control it a bit. It's getting a while.
It's coming, Marcus.
It's just the smell of that sort of caramelised sugar on top. And of course, the great thing is you can see that custard tart underneath start to warm up. So you can almost smell the lemon verbena.
Look at this, Marcus. This is really just... I'm just waiting.
That is some great brûlée in there, Ainsley.
Yeah,
Look at that.
a little bit of brûlée going in there.
And brûlée is, of course, burnt. Just that little edge of burntness.
I know, just a touch.
Caramelised.
What's this called again?
So that is our lemon verbena custard tart.
Oh, Mr. Bean, you're spoiling me. Come on. Shall we tuck into it?
I think we should.
Oh, mate, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh,
That is just
beautiful.
excellent. Look at that.
And the pastry. And a bit of sunshine. So what do you think, Ainsley? What do you think?
You haven't lost your touch.
Look
As far as I'm concerned, Marcus, it's been the perfect day. It really has. It's just been brilliant, really fantastic. In fact, I go as far as saying it's been excellent.
Brilliant. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Oh, that was so lovely and nice seeing you, Marcus. It was great to hook up. Now, my next dish is a French classic. It's one of those that when you taste it, you go, wow, it really, really delivers. But of course, there's an addition of an Ainsley twist. It's my blueberry and almond clafoutis with cardamom cream. Now, it's all about the preparation of your dish here, and I've rubbed that with some butter, a little bit of soft butter, and sprinkled it with some golden caster sugar. You know, the way you put it in, then you shake it around like that, and it sticks itself to the edge and the base. That's what we're looking for. Then I can take my blueberries, all right, love blueberries. Bit of lemon zest going on top too. You see that? There we are. We're just putting a bit of that lovely citrusy flavour onto our blueberries, and then we can start to prepare our topping to go on top of that. And that happens with your sugar and the eggs. I've got 3 eggs here, so I'm literally putting them all in. It's not like when you're making a cake and you have to add one at a time. Just put all 3 of them in. And we're just going to whisk that up. And I want you to beat your eggs and sugar together until, look at that, until they're just slightly frothy, okay? And if you're old enough, you'll remember it's frothy, man. Bit of flour going in there too, okay? In with my flour. And that's it. Just plain flour, that is. Ground almonds. Love the idea of that. Beautiful. Okay, we've got some baking powder. That's our raising agent. And I've put that salt into that little glass there because I just wanted to show you the quantity. When we talk about a little pinch of salt, look at that. Just a little bit of salt going in there. And that really does make a difference. And just blend that together. And then we're going to add our creamy mixture. Now, when I say my creamy mixture, I've got a jug here just to show you quantities again. We're going to start off with some cream. The cream goes in there. This is what you want to kind of just blend together before you put it in there. You could throw the whole lot in, just giving you an idea of quantities. And the milk going in there too. And here's something that you don't see very often. I've got some almond extract here. Normally we're used to having the vanilla extract, which is great. This is quite sort of a bit more of a kick, so about half the amount, half a teaspoon would be more than adequate. There we are. Just give that a little bit of invigoration. And that can go straight into our egg mixture. Look at that. Look at the consistency of that. It really is like a Yorkshire pudding batter. Look at that. And I'm just going to pour that over the top of my zested blueberries. Okay, that's lovely. Perfect. And before you pop that into the oven, I'm going to take a little bit of that caster sugar, okay, make sure that's nice and loose, and we're just going to sprinkle that on the top. You see what I'm doing here? That's going to create that lovely crustiness when it comes out of the oven. You'll see what I mean. That's perfect. Now, what about that cardamom cream, eh? Just take your cream. We're going to pour that into a glass bowl with the addition of some icing sugar, a little bit of sweetness going in there. And we're just going to beat that together. Nice and gentle to start with. And then you can increase the power. And I like to use double cream for this.
I mean, whipping cream's fine, but the fat content is slightly higher when you're talking about double cream. And doesn't go flat on you. It really does stay lovely and stiff. OK. Now, look at these little cardamom pods here. Just love those. We very much associate cardamom with sort of Asian cooking, don't we? That wonderful aroma. And we'll put them into my pestle there. And then we'll just give that a good rub. And then what we've got here, if you see what happens, I'm going to take that out. We want to remove the papery skins. There are. These are the papery skins, but we want to keep the seeds inside. There you go. Look, get rid of those papery skins. We don't want that in there. Give that a good old blend. There we are. And I'm going to take that here. I'm going to sprinkle that powder on top. That's lovely. Wonderful intense flavour we're going to get there. Back in with our beaters. And that's enough. Well, that's it. Lovely and soft. Little soft peaks. I think it's about time we checked on our clafoutis. Oh. Oh, wow. Just check this out, guys. Look at that. Look. Do you see? Look at that wobble. That's what we're looking for. Can you see that? The clafoutis wobble. Anyway, let's crack on with our cream. I've got my cream here. We can just pop that into a bowl. Look at that. Fantastic. There you go. Got some blueberries here, so I'm just going to cook a few of those, just kind of dotted around to go with that. That's OK. That lovely? What about some icing sugar? Well, I've got it here, so I think there's something nice about just giving it a little bit of a dusting on top of my clafoutis, and then it's all about eating it. A blueberry and almond clafoutis with cardamom cream. Go on, have a go. Today, we've been exploring some delicious recipes. I got things going with a spicy breakfast hash and then a tasty blueberry-packed clafoutis. Now, Joe is in for a treat with some sensational Scotch eggs.
I'm always amazed at how versatile eggs can be, and one of my favourite preparations is Scotch eggs, which is why I'm here at the beautiful farm at myscotchegg.com to meet Matt and Annabelle and explore some of their award-winning flavours. I absolutely cannot wait. Matt and Annabelle, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Yeah? This is beautiful here, by the way, and I'd love to know how long you guys have been out here for.
We've been here roughly 5-6 years. We moved from Bristol, in a city, working 9-to-5 jobs, and we just wanted something different for us and our children. We moved here and everything fell into place.
Just love it here, love the countryside, fresh air.
I mean, it's quite the contrast, isn't it, going from that inner city and even the work, the 9-to-5 work to this. I mean, let's not kid anybody, this is hard work out here, but
Yeah.
I suppose the passion is there, right? And that's just pushing you guys through it.
Yeah, and it's the independence of working for ourselves and making something that we know is a really good product.
Yeah.
It didn't start out with the Scotch eggs. What sort of sparked the idea that made you think, yeah, that's what we want to do?
We were making a lot of sausage rolls that we were taking to farmers' markets, and there was a big demand for the sausage rolls. And then we just started experimenting with quail Scotch eggs, duck Scotch eggs, goose Scotch egg, which
Yeah.
was enormous. And then the demand just sort of kept coming.
The demand made the decision for us, really.
Talking of the product, I've been hearing about all these lovely flavours, and I, for one, want to go and try some. So should we make a move and have a little taste?
Let's do
Yep.
it.
So this is where the magic happens, and I've been eyeing up your board of flavours.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah.
There are a few. Black pudding is jumping out to me. I would love to give it a try. So let's jump into this process. Talk me through it. How do you start?
So the first thing, obviously, boiled eggs. Cover them in flour, so make sure that it's completely covered. A handful of the sausage meat, a good portion of black pudding, and then a good portion of chili flakes.
God, I love spicy food.
And then just a bit of water on your hand, just so you can make the sausage meat more pliable, so it's ready to go around the egg.
You make that look very, very easy. I mean, you've basically just gripped a boiled egg in your hand and it hasn't burst or fallen apart. I'm not sure that I can do that.
Not yet, no.
That's a lot of practice.
A lot of practice. It's a lot of Scotch eggs to get there.
So what are you doing here? You've just wrapped the
Let's
egg.
wrap it in flour again, just so it helps the egg bind onto the pork again, and then helps stick with the breadcrumbs and the panko breadcrumbs as well.
That's absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to try this Scotch
It's my
egg.
daughter's favourite.
Is it? Really? Okay, cool. I've got quite high expectations now then for this Scotch egg. Now that you've got it coated, what's the step now?
Next step is into the fryer. I've got a couple of other flavours for you to try as well.
Oh yeah?
I think you might like them.
You're being too kind to me, man,
I do
really.
my best.
Look at these.
All right, Joe.
These look incredible. I
Three for
cannot
you.
wait. Man, I'm so excited about this.
I hope you enjoy them.
I reckon this is the original.
It is, yeah.
I mean, that, so soft. The seasoning is absolutely perfect. And that
Great.
crust on the
seasoning
outside.
is really important, and the quality of the breadcrumb as well.
This, based on the colour of this, I'm thinking chorizo.
I think you might be right.
Let's get that open in there. And look at the yolk as well. The yolk is the perfect consistency. Is that what you're aiming
We
for?
tried for it not to be really runny, but nice and pliable, so that just in between.
Mm-hmm. Just nice and soft.
Yeah.
Look at this. Mmm. It's so good.
Yeah, good. I'm pleased.
That's so good. Now, onto this last one, this black pudding. Now, I'm really excited. You said that this is your daughter's favourite one.
My
this
daughter's
black pudding
favourite,
one.
and you can see the black pudding through it as well.
Oh, look at this, man. You got any spare rooms around here? I might just stay for a bit, if that's all right with you.
Stay as long as you want.
Man, these are incredible. Honestly, thank you so much for having me here.
Joe, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy them.
Thanks very much, man.
You're welcome.
I like to think that I know my way around a Scotch egg. And now that I know that I'm welcome here, I'm definitely coming back. I bet you're jealous, Ainsley.
Well, he got a little excited there, didn't he, hey? I thought Matt and Annabelle were never going to get rid of him. Anyway, now I want to update an old classic. It's my peppered mackerel Kedgeree. Very simply enough to do. Pan on, just get a little bit of heat under there, because we want to start off with toasting, if you like, or popping our beautiful mustard seeds. First of all, I want to take a little bit of oil and pour it into my pan. We're just going to sprinkle those into our pan there and just leave them. And believe me, you'll see them just start to pop after a while. I've got some spring onions. I'm only using the white bit of the spring onion. But the end bits there, those other green bits, I'm going to pop in there a little bit later. OK, I've got some ginger here that I'm going to grate in there. And I've also got a chilli. I'm just going to split that chilli. We're going to take out the seeds. You know what I like to do? I like to use the spoon. Just push that like that. Let's get rid of those and the seeds, of course. And I'm just going to chop this chilli up.
Sometimes I like a little bit of a spicy kick. It's not imperative all the time. So if you want to put it in, you can. If you don't, then don't. Let's just chop that up. Okay, let's get our onion in there. That's beautiful. Along with the chopped chilli. Fabulous. Then I'm going to grate a little bit of fresh ginger into it. Now I'm just cooking that out a little bit. My mustard seeds are in there, the white of the spring onion. And once you get to that stage, a little bit of richness, I'm going to pop in a little bit of butter in there. Just stir that round till that melts. And then what about that spice? Bit of curry powder going in there. Oh, just sprinkle that in. And that's wonderfully aromatic. Just going to take our rice. Give it a bit of a stir around. You can see that's taken all those wonderful flavours on. We can then add our chicken stock. Perfect. There you go. Just going to pop a lid on top. 10 or 12 minutes time, you'll have the perfect rice. Fabulous. Now, let's move on, shall we, to this, my lovely smoked peppered mackerel. Just take that, peeling off the skin. There it is. Can you see? Got the skin on there. Pull off the skin. Comes off very, very easily. Do another one for you. Here it is. Just take that skin and just pull it like that, and off it comes. We'll get rid of that. And then I'm just going to shred these up, okay? In a very casual, you could break it up if you want. I'm just shredding it up there. You can see it almost sort of just separates itself. Look at that. It's really, really lovely. Now, look at this. If I just pull my spoon through there, you can see how beautifully and easy that rice just separates. Look at that, guys. Fabulous. Then we can take our shredded bits of peppered mackerel, just drop those in there like that. I've also got some cherry tomatoes here. Look at these guys here. All right, you know I love my cherry tomatoes. There we are. Take our cherry tomatoes. That will go into. That's lovely. Okay, what about those green bits of spring onion? Just chop those up. Just put that in there like that. Heat through in no time at all, a couple of minutes, and then we can serve. But we're also going to be serving that with a little bit of yogurt. That's a nice bit of Greek yogurt. And then to that, we can add I'd say about a tablespoon of fresh chopped mint. That's lovely. And a little bit of chilli. I like the idea of a few little chilli sort of bits in the yogurt there. It just makes it look so much more attractive. And of course, it adds to the flavour. A little bit of chilli going in there. Okay, let's season that up. A little salted pepper. Just mixing that around. There you go. Now, what about this lovely, look at the heat coming off of that. Really, really lovely. Oh, gorgeous. Fantastic. We've got our eggs, which have been cooked to perfection. Put that there, like this. Oh, fantastic, just pop them in there. Beautiful. There we are. And a little bit of fresh coriander. There little bit of that fresh coriander, not too much of that. That's perfect. Fab. Hey, and there you have it. Oh, looks like an absolute treat, doesn't it? So simple to do. My peppered mackerel Kedgeree with a mint yoghurt dressing. Today has all been about eggs. From my spicy breakfast hash, a clafoutis with an Ainsley twist, and a quick and tasty Kedgeree. And now a dish perfect for a lazy Sunday brunch. We are talking brioche French toast. We are talking roasted figs with orange and honey, finished with hazelnuts and mascarpone. Oh, sounds good, doesn't it? Hey, figs. Perfect superfood, I think this is. One of the great superfoods. Antioxidant and full of iron, and just when you bite into it. Anyway, I'm going to take my figs. I want to cut them in half. That's through, can you see there? There's the fig, and we're just going to cut it that way, that through that. If you can get a bit of root either side, that's really attractive. That's ever so pretty. But if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I'm going to take another one. Try and hit it right down the middle there. There we are. Perfect. There they go. Got a tray here. I've just lined it with a little bit of parchment paper, and I'm just sitting those figs inside my tray. That's it. Beautiful. Okay, pop them in the tray like that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze a little bit of orange juice over the top of them. So just making sure that each of them get a little bit of that juiciness going in there. Lovely. I've got my hazelnuts here, and I'm just going to put them in my pestle and mortar. You could chop them up if you want, or use some chopped hazelnuts, but I'm just going to give them a good old bash. That's it. Beautiful. And just take those crushed hazelnuts and sprinkle them on top of your figs. Now for a bit of honey. Take our honey, and we're just going to take this, and we're just going to drizzle this on the top of our figs like that. Just making sure everything gets kissed by the honey. Just love it, didn't you? Let's pop some butter on top of our figs like this. There we are. Let's pop that into our oven, and that's a 180 degrees fan or gas mark 6. Now for my creamed mascarpone, which I'm going to hit with a little bit of orange juice and zest, just to loosen it up a bit, but to get that wonderful flavour to accompany our brioche toast. Here we are, in you go, mascarpone. That's fab. And then we're going to put in a little bit of orange zest. That's it, just little flecks of orange going through there. A touch of orange juice too. That's it, beautiful. And I'm just going to loosen this up a little bit now. And I've got a touch of cream here, so if it's a tad firm, I'm just going to put a little drizzling of that in there. Lovely. Now that's a nice consistency. See what I mean? Can you imagine just a nice dollop of that on top of your French brioche toast? Yeah, boy. Okay, and clean my bowl. Yeah, look at that. Can you see that with the lovely little flecks of orange going through there? Perfect. And just pop that into my fridge and let that chill down a little bit. Okay, let's move on to our eggy mixture. I love a bit of an eggy mixture, didn't you? Oh, yes. Just wouldn't be an eggy mixture without some rich cream going in there, would it, eh? There we are. There's my cream, along with my eggs. Lovely. Oh, looks quite pretty. Looks like a yellow traffic light, that or something, doesn't it? Eh? Yes, aids. Okay. And then to that, we can add some sugar, a little bit of sweetness going in there. Yeah, beautiful. And we've got the remainder of the zest of the orange. So I'm just going to take that, grate that in there. And finally, a little bit of vanilla bean paste. You've got your extract, but this is the bean paste, slightly thicker. Look at this as it comes out, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Can you imagine? That's going to really give that a delicious vanilla taste. Wow. Okay, let's get my pan on. Just going to warm that through. What about a loaf of bread? Look at that brioche loaf. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely perfect. Love a bit of brioche. Get rid of that first one there. There you go. Yeah. Look at that, eh? Beautiful. There's something about a brioche I like. Yeah, yeah. There's something about a brioche I like. Yeah, pop that in there. We don't want to leave it soaking for too long. You know, there we are. Look, I've put that in there for about sort of 5-6 seconds and just roll that over again so it soaks up all of that lovely eggy mixture. Our pan should be lovely and hot. In with the butter. There we go. And then we drop in our lovely brioche. There we are. You can actually see when it starts to get golden around the edge there. Oh, look at these guys, eh? Ah, lovely. Love a bit of French toast. I'm just going to turn that off now and let the residual heat in the pan and that sort of foaming butter finish cooking those, but they're lovely, perfect. Okay, now let's get those delicious figs out. Look at that. Oh, golly, that smells good. Let's get to our beautiful brioche toast out here. There we are. Look at these. Lovely. Another one there. Look at that. Oh, just fantabioso. Hey, look at these gorgeous figs here. Look at those. Just a few of those. Beautiful. And a bit of the old mascarpone cream, which I love. Oh. That looks really, really good. The honey here. Here we are. Yeah, gorgeous. And last but not least, life wouldn't be so beautiful without a little sprinkle. Well, there you have it, the perfect brunch. My delightful brioche French toast with honey and orange roasted figs, hazelnuts and mascarpone cream. Wow. Eggs can be so versatile. They can be the hero of a dish or quietly put it all together, adding flavour and texture, as my cracking recipes have shown. I hope it's put you in an excellent mood. Who writes this stuff? Oh.